Before we dive into the story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you love rare coins, hidden treasures, and stories that connect history to fortune, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Now, let's begin with the simple question: what if something you carried around in your pocket 30 years ago, something you didn't even look at twice, was now worth more than a house? Or even more than most people earn in a lifetime? I am talking about an ordinary-looking coin that many South Africans once used for parking meters, phone booths, and grocery change. A coin so small, so plain, most people tossed it into jars and drawers and forgot about it. But today, this forgotten piece of metal has stunned collectors across the globe, the 10-cent coin. Dated 1989. From South Africa. Back then, it was just loose change. Nothing rare, nothing fancy, just a practical little coin minted in large quantities for everyday use. But what if I told you, this little coin, the 1989 South African 10-cent, is now at the center of one of the most unexpected stories in coin collecting history? Let's go back in time for a moment. 1989 was a year of immense change in South Africa. Political tensions, international sanctions, and whispers of a coming transformation were in the air. But among the average citizens going about their daily lives, coins like the 10-cent piece were just part of the routine. Small, copper-nickel discs, featuring a simple yet elegant design. On one side, the proud protea flower, South Africa's national symbol of beauty and resilience. On the other, the coat of arms used at the time, a symbol of authority, of nationhood. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most people never gave this coin a second look. But coin experts, numismatists, and high-end collectors have recently started paying very close attention. Because a small number of these 1989 10-cent coins are not like the rest. Somewhere, hidden among the common mintage, are a few coins that contain minting errors so rare, so unusual, and so impossible to reproduce, that they've become legendary. We're talking about off-center strikes, double dies, uncirculated proofs that were never meant to enter the public's hands. Even some coins with small design anomalies, slight misalignments, unusual spacing in the lettering, or unexpected textures that set them apart in ways only a trained eye could recognize. But the real shock came when one of these coins was discovered in a private estate collection overseas. It looked like any other 1989 10-cent piece until it was closely examined under magnification. The detail was unusually sharp. The strike appeared to be a proof, not the standard issue. And the metal content showed unusual variations. When it was brought to auction, seasoned collectors couldn't believe what they saw. The bids started in the thousands, then climbed to the tens of thousands. Within minutes, it was in the hundreds of thousands. And by the time the gavel struck for the final time, that humble little South African coin sold for $4 million US. That's right, $4 million for a 10-cent coin. Now, you might be thinking, how is that even possible? How could such a tiny, forgotten coin carry such massive value? Here's how: rarity, condition, and story. First, rarity. Not all 1989 10-cent coins are valuable. In fact, most are still worth only their face value. But among them, there are coins so rare that only one or two are known to exist. We're talking about coins that may have come from test batches, struck during machine calibration, or from proofs that were never released. Second, condition. Coins that have never been circulated, meaning they were never used, touched, scratched, or pocketed, can command incredible prices. Collectors pay a premium for coins in mint or near-mint condition, especially if they've been preserved in sealed containers or certified by a top-tier grading agency like NGC or PCGS. And finally, the story. A coin's value doesn't just come from what it's made of, it comes from what it represents. That little coin holds within it the echoes of a country on the brink of change. It's a symbol of history, of culture, of time itself. And for a collector with deep pockets and a passion for the past, that's priceless. Now, I want you to think about something. How many drawers, jars, boxes, or old wallets have you kept over the years? How many coins from the past are lying around, unnoticed, unvalued? Because that's the lesson here: treasure doesn't always come in the form of gold bars or sparkling diamonds. Sometimes, it comes in the form of a 10-cent piece from 1989, dusty, forgotten, and waiting for someone with the curiosity to look closer. So, before you throw out that old coin jar, before you toss those pennies and dimes into the charity box, take a moment. You just might be holding a fortune in your hands, and here's the part you've been waiting for: the confirmed value of the rarest known 1989 South African 10 cents coin, the one found in pristine condition, with minting anomalies and extraordinary preservation, was sold for a jaw-dropping $4 million. Yes, $4 million from 10 cents to $4 million. That's not just a coin. That's history. That's legacy. That's life-changing wealth sitting in the palm of your hand. So, once again, subscribe to the channel. Because we're just getting started. The world of rare coins is deeper, richer, and more exciting than you ever imagined. And who knows, maybe the next great discovery will be yours.